us. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Oscar Kumani. I'm one of the entrepreneurs from Kenya. I think it's so good was a challenge to us as a global audience that if creativity is to thrive, you get away from facts that kill creativity by knowing that creativity and imagination as this continuous characteristic of getting beyond the facts. And I'll give an example that when I was starting my business back in Kenya, one of my closest friends told me that 80% of the young people that I started died in the last 2 years. And out of the 20 that survived, 60% died in the next 2 years. So my imagination, I thought, do I really need to get interested in the 80% that dies or the 20% that stays alive? And right now, this is my 4th year in business, and I'm sure I'm not dying very soon. And the more we get away from those facts, because when you come up and give a creative or imaginative person a fact that sounds so real, we should always have in the back of our minds that creativity and imagination is never limited. Because it doesn't know the facts. Right, and a lot of the things you see right now is for someone imagined. So I just wanted to pose that challenge to us as a global audience that we get away from those facts that kill imagination.
I have to ask, what's your business?
I do tours and travel, that is safaris in East Africa, that is Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania.
Excellent. And your business is doing well?
It's quite doing well right now. As an entrepreneur, I'm proud of it. That's what has brought me to Connecticut.
Excellent. I'm glad you moved 20%.
Oh,
That's good. Thank you very much. Another question or two? We should pass the microphone right there. Yeah, Tom, go
My
ahead.
name is Mary Lee Morrison. I live in Hartford. I actually live in the Frog Hollow section where Billings, Billingsport is, so I'm looking forward to the 24th. I'm a teacher educator and I run a small resource center for the teaching of peace. My background is in education philosophy, so I'm very interested in your thinking about how we teach teachers. I do some of that. And I think that we're in the middle of a paradigm shift, the way we work with teachers, which is very exciting. And it's requiring us to rethink our teacher educating, which has to do with getting away from the banking model of the teacher as expert to the teacher as learner and the student as teacher. So it's very exciting and I think a little scary. And I'd love your take on that. And then along with that, I wondered if I may grab another question. How do you feel the internet is influencing the whole creativity and imagination movement? Because I can see it doing a lot of different things, both positive and negative. Thank you.
On the first part, one of the attributes of our organization is our teacher professional development. It's a key part. We started with the belief system, the philosophy of John Dewey, and other progressive constructivists around meaning making and finding one's own direction in education. And we very much try to create professional development structures where the teacher is in that professional development, the student his or herself, so they're going through the learning experience, if only to have an empathetic understanding of what the students are experiencing. We're also seeing a dramatic paradigm shift, as you said, in teacher education, not only in New York State, I think that's true around the country, away from the banking model, but I would add to it that what it's doing is it's putting the focus back on the school itself. And the best learning environment for any teacher is in the school itself, that place called school. The internet, that's a tough one. Recently I read that the internet is the equivalent of the wheel and other great inventions that have changed our life. And as I said, as the parent of 3 children, I made the decision, and I continue to make the decision, to give them every opportunity to understand the internet and use of technology that's humanly possible within my limited range as a parent, and I do the same with my staff. Our staff development is to take internet use and figure out how to challenge my staff's understanding of it. Premises is that as adults, it's not a thing we can do about it. I mean, it is so part of the day-to-day fabric of our children's lives. I'm curious how we can take the strategies and the ideas that are embedded in gaming theory and in the internet theory and turn those into educational concepts and practices. Katie Salem is going to New York City with a new school that's looking at gaming theory. So I guess what I'm saying is that I don't know what the enemy or the other is. I'm more interested, I keep saying it's a physician heal thyself question. What am I not doing enough of to better understand what I need to do to make this happen in the world? Because if I'm looking for every other obstacle out there, they're out there. We're going to find them, day and night, night and day. As I say, no credit's given for predicting rain, credit's only given for building arcs.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Corinne Wilson. I'm a little different from a lot of people here. I'm actually a healthcare professional, and I'm a mother of 2 small children at home. And the 2 questions that I have for you are, number one, as I see my 2 girls grow, their creativity is incredible. I mean, you could leave a child alone for an hour, and they're creating a whole new world around them. And my first question is how do I help to continue that as they grow up and as they get older? Like you're talking about the parameters, it's like, yes, you do have to set boundaries, but at the same time, how do I let them know as they're growing to continue with that creativity and what they're doing? The second question that I have is I have a plaque that sits in my home that says, stop trying to find yourself, create yourself. And you've probably seen it around, and as you look at it, how do you create on an everyday level instead of it just being education, just like getting groceries or doing